So guys, here just I am going to start complete course for Macro Artist. So in our first series, we will cover complete PFTrack from start to finish. So here this is first class of PFTrack. So in this class, we will cover complete user interface of PFTrack, then how to import footage, then how to view footage in PFTrack. Because PFTrack user interface little bit tricky here, so we will explain everything. So let's start the class here. So now here I have started my PFTrack. So this is default interface of PFTrack. So left side you will get this is actually a node graph where you can just connect your node and just you can track your shot or you can import your footage. And this is our actually canvas area, but here some other option is also showing, maybe file browser here. So if you want, you can just maximize it. And this is our just media bin here, and this is our main canvas here where we can view our video or just we can view our footage here. Because you have not imported any footage yet, so it's showing in actually here 3 parts. And here downside, if you will see, these are new project parameter here. So in PFTrack, before starting anything, first we have to create a project. This is important. Then we can start our camera tracking, object tracking, or whatever tracking you want, you can do in PFTrack. But before start anything, first we have to create a new project. So now we are inside about this project option. Maybe some other option are also here. So maybe if you are seeing like this, you can just simply click on this PRJ. This is actually for creating a new project here. So here I have selected this one. Then right side you will get this create option. So just simply click here. Now in name, just you can define a project name, and this is actually our path, our folder. So this is project name. So just simply click here. So whatever name you want, you can just simply give here. So just give a name. So here I have given a name class underscore 01. Then this is actually our path. Path means inside this folder, it's going to create a folder which is class 1 name project folder. And suppose here if you want to change your path or locations or folder, then simply you can click here. So it will open your browser here or directory window, then my computers. Then you can go in any drives. Then you can select your folder. So inside of this new VFX. And if you want, you can just simply create a new folder. So this is our actually just this path here. Okay. So remember this one. So just here and just give a name. So PFTrack project. So here I have given this name PFTrack projects here. So I have selected this one. Then if you will press confirm, so this will actually just create a folder with the name of this class 01 inside our this directory here. So now just click on confirm. So now here I've created my first project here. Now just we have to check. So window E, again in F drive, new VFX folder. And if you will see inside this PFTrack project folder I have created, actually this is our actually path, and this is our project name. Whatever just you have defined in, just come here a little bit so easily we can see. So whatever name you have defined here, that folder. So this will just create this folder. So this is actually just creating a folder for us by default. Inside this folder you will get all your PFTrack files, all these other folder also. Okay, so remember this one. So because just I have already created my project, so you can see this is our actually project which you have created, and these are other project on which just you have created and working in PFTrack. And suppose if you want, you can just switch from one project to another project. But here just I am going to work over this created project which is class 1 here. Then again finally we have to click on our this option. So you will get all these options here when you will create a new project in PFTrack. So now first here just I am going to see how we can import footage. Then we will cover entire PFTrack user interface, because PFTrack user interface little bit tricky here. So first just we have to import our footage. So right side you will get all these actually file browser here. So from here if you want, you can direct just select your folder from your drives. So maybe suppose in F drive, just click on F drive, then new VFX folder. So open this one. Then inside this just I have a folder. So maybe this one. Inside this, if you will open this one, So now inside this folder I have two image sequences. This is fast motion, just video or image sequence, and this is second, which is our roof set here. Then after this, whatever video or image sequence if you want, just you can simply select it here and just drag and drop inside of this node graph. Or you can see here, this is our actually showing here page 1, because in PFTrack just you can create many pages. Okay, so just you have to select your footage and just simply you have to drag and drop inside this node graph area here, or you can say actually our tree area here. So you can see this is our actually tree area, you can see. So just simply select and just drag and drop here. So I have selected this one and just drag and drop. So now I have imported our footage inside this PFTrack, and here you can see this is our actually canvas here or our viewer here. So by default you can see like this. Okay, and again if you want you can just switch from here. So this is our actually first method. With the help of this file media browser you can import your footage, but mainly in PFTrack just direct from folder. If you want you can just simply drag and drop footage inside your PFTrack. So here just press window E, my computer here, then again F drive. So this match move folder, inside this is our footage. So again here if you will see this is image sequence. So just only first or starting frame just we have to select and just drag and drop. So this will import your entire image sequence or entire video here. So I have selected this one and just simply drag and drop here. So with the help of drag and drop easily just you can import any footage. So now here I imported about two footage. So this is our first footage and this is our second footage. Suppose if you want to view or preview your first footage, then double click here. So this will load here in our this viewer area, or you can say our canvas area. In PFTrack if you will see actually there are no any title bar here, maybe for just maximizing or minimizing your PFTrack. Maybe suppose if you want to minimize your PFTrack, so you can't minimize your PFTrack because there is actually no any options for minimizing your PFTrack. So there is a little bit tricky here in PFTrack. So for this just we have to use some options from here. So this is just little bit adjusting your interface, PFTrack interface according to your requirements. Suppose here if you want to enable your title bar for just minimizing your PFTrack, all these things, so just simply we have to click on here. Then we have to uncheck this full screen GUI. So just uncheck this one. So now you will get maybe title bar here. So like this you can say, maybe still suppose if you are not getting this title bar, then little bit downside, I'm going to little bit minimize here. And suppose if you are not getting this title bar, so from downside you will just minimize your PFTrack like this. Then after this you can just adjust this PFTrack window or our title bar, or just you can say this PFTrack interface size here. Then after this simply we have to click on this maximize button here. So this will actually just fit your PFTrack with title bar into your just monitor screens here. So easily you can see. Now easily you can just minimize PFTrack, minimize folder again, then again you can open your PFTrack. Even you can, if you want, you can maximize. But remember this one, while this will enable, so this will not allow anything for minimizing or maximizing all these things. So this is first thing for just enable over this title bar here. And suppose if you have click on accidentally in this full screen schema view here, so this will actually just show you here only this canvas area or viewer here. Now just simply you can see. And again suppose if you want to restore your user interface, again it's not showing any options here for just minimizing or restoring your user interface. So for this just we have to press escape button. So just top escape button just we have to press. So again this will show you here all your user interface, whatever this is default user interface. So like this, just if you want you can also just maximize your cinema view, then press escape button. So this will just show you your entire user interface. So there is main actually points here for minimizing, maximizing all these options here. And one more important thing here, in PFTrack there is no any save options, because by default whatever you will do in PFTrack this will automatically save into your defined project here, which is just you have defined here, this one. So this will automatically save inside this project whatever you will do inside this PFTrack. There is no any save options here. Okay, so again just click on this options here. So now first just we have to play our footage and just we have to check. So downside you will get all these playhead controls here. This is our just starting of our timeline, this is end, and this is just forward play, frame by frame forward play, and there is a backward play, and reverse play, or you can say backward play, and again there is a frame by frame here. So before playing any footage in a PFTrack, first we have to cache our footage, because if you will cache your footage, then this will play in real time. So for caching your footage, just you have to click on this C icon. So while you will cache your footage, so this will actually just cache your footage in your memory, and you can easily play in real time. Sometimes actually this will also fill up your memory. So just I'm going to little bit just check preferences here. So again just click on this preferences. So from here you can see here cached used, here cache size. So here just by default PFTrack is taking actually 2 GB here. So while you will cache your footage, so this will actually fill up here, and when it will fill up 100%, then after this you can't cache your footage. Then again first we have to clear this cache, then only we can again cache our footage here. So here just I am going to see how we can just do all these things here. So just close this one. So now just first this one, double click here, then just simply cache it here. So now you can see here. So here you can see this green line. Now if you will play, so easily you can play your footage in real time here. So now again just click on this edit preferences option. So you can see here. So this has fill up here because just you have cached your footage here. So again suppose if you want to cache your this one footage, so because there is no any space, so first we have to clear this cache. So just clear this one, cancel this one, then double click here, and again you can cache your second footage. So now just play and check here, and again suppose if you will double click here, because you have cleared your cache, so this will not play in real time. So remember this one. So just only whatever footage you want to play, so only that footage just you have to cache. So now just double click here, and again click on starting frame, and just now just cache your footage here. Now just check here. So now you can see it. So according to your defined size here and according to your system configuration, this will cache here. Okay, now just play and check here again. So play and check. So you can see here. So like this, just you can play your footage, stop it here, play reverse here or backward here, then again stop, then this actually move frame by frame, and this is just end your timeline. So you can see here 143 frame, this is our end frame, and if you will click on here, so you will get here this is starting frame, and if you will just play and you will place here, so you will get current frame here. So this is our current frame here. So like this, just you can cache and play your footage inside PFTrack. Second thing, just I am going to see here this footage information. So then if you will double click here, so actually downside you will get this footage information. So the frame size, even here you will also get this footage information. So and downside you can also see here there is a frame rate. Again double click here in our second footage, so you will get here again same information. This is frame size. Downside you can also check, even from here you can also check. But sometime actually there is a frame rate important, because by default if you are importing your image sequence, so PFTrack sometimes this will create a problem for with your frame rate. So now here just I am going to import over one more footage which I have exported at 60 fps. So just again come here in this same folder. So you can see here this footage just I have exported at 60 fps. So here while you will import this footage, drag and drop here and double click here, so actually it's showing at 25 fps. So if you want, according to your requirement before tracking, you can change this frame rate. So here maybe because I've exported this one 60 fps, and if you want to track your shot on 60 fps, then from here you can change. So just simply define it here 60 fps, then just simply press enter here. So this will automatically update here, because whatever it's showing here on that frame, PFTrack will track your shot. So remember this one. So again double click here. So if you will track this shot, then this will track on 25 fps. So while you are placing your character, any 3D model or character inside Maya or Max, so this frame rate just you have to remember. So this is important. So like this, if you want, if there is any requirement, then you can change your frame rate also. So now just delete this one. Then after this, just I am going to see some preferences here. So because preferences is also important for before tracking here. So some important preferences just I am going to see here before starting our tracking all these things here. So again just click here preferences or edit preferences option. So first option cache, this one already I have explained. Then second one, just I'm going to see in general here. So numbers of undo level, this is important here. So by default actually in PFTrack it's showing here 2 here. So here just we have to increase this one. So then we have to define maybe 20. So according to your requirement, maybe 99, just you can also define it here. Then second thing, units. So by default PFTrack works in meter, and suppose if you have shooting your footage and taking some information in feet or foot, then according to your requirement just you can change it here, maybe feet or foot here. But by default PFTrack works on this meter units here. Then after this, just if you want to just check little bit shortcut for working in PFTrack, then you can also click on this keyboard and mouse here. Then this is general shortcut here, then this is related to media bin, then this is related to tracking here. So like that just you can check your just shortcut and just you can use it according to your requirements here. Even inside this name also you can see. So this is our actually by default tracker color. So whatever just tracker it will create here, so it will showing here maybe this yellow color here, and if you want to change, that's you can change it here. So according to this requirement you can check, but these are actually mainly required preferences here. Now finally whatever just you have defined it here, then simply press apply, then press OK here. So this will save your preferences settings here. Then after this, just I'm going to see here, this is our actually by default we are inside our this tree view, and this is our media admin view here. So whatever media you will import in your project, so this will actually display here. So this is also important because suppose sometimes if you have missing any footage, so right side if you will see here status, which is it's actually showing okay here. So all footage whatever you have imported, it's linking with your PFTrack here. So again just if you will click here, so this will automatically switch inside our this tree here. But if any footage are suppose missing here, so with the help of this media admin you can just connect your footage. So here just I'm going to show you here. So again come here in our this project options here, then from here if you want you can just switch your project from one project to another project. Suppose if you are before this if you are working on another project, and if you want to continue on that project, then you can also switch. So just select from here, just simply click on this switch, so this will automatically switch to selected project here. So now you can see here some files are missing here, and if you will click on here, so it will actually display here. So now you can see status. For this one it's showing bad, and this one it's showing actually okay. And if you will select this one, so actually this relink media file is ghosted here because status is okay, means this footage is not missing here. But this file which is it's showing missing here or status is bad, then you can select, then this will enable here this relink option. Then you can just click on here and just you can select your footage, and just you can again relink your footage here. Okay, so there is also important options, this media admin here. So now again just click here and again just come back on our this original class 1 project here. Even you can also double click here, so this will automatically load your this project here. So just double click here, and if you want you can just simply click on switch or just double click here. So just double click here. So now here I have loaded our this previous project here on which just I am working here. So now just double click here, so it will load your image sequence or video here. Now just play and check here. So till here I have completed our this class. So if you like this video, please watch, share, comment and subscribe my channel if you are still not subscribed my channel. So in next class we will continue on camera tracking in PFTrack. Now finally, if you want to close your PFTrack, then simply you have to click on this running man options or just exit option. So this will close your PFTrack here. So just simply click here and just close your PFTrack.